Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amber, and I am the host of this channel. I am a person who is a bookkeeper. I work for myself, and I am currently, um, not currently, sorry. I am also bipolar and have other mental health conditions like ADHD, things like that, that I'm currently dealing with. So, as a person with those conditions who is also an entrepreneur, I have found that budgeting is very challenging. And it's one of those things that I just really want to get better at. And I started back in June or July, I think, tracking my spending and trying to kind of rein in all of those random excessive purchases that I was making, which seems to really follow the manic versus depressive cycle. Um, when I'm depressed, I buy pizza. When I'm manic, I buy you name it. And so I'm trying to kind of rein that in and also at the same time increase my income and elevate my business and things like that. So what I'm going to share with you today is how, oh, the kitty has decided to say hello. She's freaked out by the cameras. um, I really want to share with you my plan for 2023 and my budget. Please understand that at this point in time, I am not paying for a mortgage, and my husband has said, you cover all of the other things and you take care of the house. And I fully 100% support our son. He never has to buy him any clothes or food or anything like that unless he chooses to buy him like food. So, hello, baby. Can you say hello? You're so pretty. Yes, it's a pretty girl. Um, so I pretty much do all of that and I pick him up and I drop him off every day and all of that. So at this point, my husband has said, really, what I'm currently doing is enough, but there are certain things that I would really like to start doing in 2023 and really start getting some things taken care of to relieve his load even more. Currently, he's having to work overtime, and that is having an impact on our relationship, and I'd like to lighten that load. With that concept comes some other things that might creep up as a result of making more money. For instance, currently we're not paying hardly anything or I'm not paying hardly anything for my health insurance and my son's health insurance. But if I start making more money, that bill might skyrocket. As you'll see. Please be kind. If you don't have, as my mother used to say, if you don't have anything nice to say, just keep it to yourself and move along. But understand that all of our circumstances are different and we are, please don't disrespect my husband because we are both fairly comfortable with the arrangement that we have. Please don't mind my voice. I sound a little froggy. I think I am still getting over the flu that we had over Christmas. So I'm going to share my screen and hope that you all can see this. So some of these are the things in bold are the things that I'm absolutely already paying for. So I'm already paying for my water, my gas, or our water, our gas, and our electric. Our water is our water is about $46 a month currently. However, they are proposing a 17% increase in water. So while this would not cover 17% of that, it is a little bit higher. So I'm just estimating at 50. Our gas bill is about $40 a month, and then or 44 ish, depending on the time of year, because we're on like an equal pay plan. So they basically take the average over the course of the year, and then it adjusts based on, right now we are using gas, and in the summer we're not. So it's like 40 in the summer and 44, 45 in the winter. And so, and then I added on a protection for the sewer line because our gas and sewer are together. I added a protection from the house to the road because most people don't know this and they don't like to tell you that from the house to the road, like in your yard or into the middle of the road, is not covered by your home insurance. So if something were to happen between those two areas, and let's say there was a break in the line or something like that, it's not covered and you have to pay out of pocket for that. Some companies, though, have what we have, which is like an insurance, so that if something were to happen, they would cover, minus a small deductible, they would cover that. So we recently added that. So I've got that up to $50. The last bill was this, I think, 44 or 45. So I'm just averaging it a little bit higher because I know at some point it's going to bump up since we're now using the heat. And it has been a very cold November and December. The electric is about 100. I'm gonna get myself back on an equal pay plan for this as well, and that should actually drop us down quite a bit, maybe to $84. But I'm gonna believe that when I see it. And right now, I wanna get to the point where all of my bills are a month ahead, meaning that if we're in January, I'm actually saving for February's bills right now, but I'm not there yet. So by having some of these be a little bit higher than they actually are, I'm going to get myself to that point where I'm able to do that. The internet, we switched from Comcast to Google Fiber, which has been an awesome transition for us. We have quadrupled our speeds and we are saving a shit ton of money. Because if we were paying 140 before, and our bill, we haven't been billed yet, but I'm sure it's going to be about 74. So right now my husband's paying for that. I'd like to take it over at some point this year. The phones I do pay for. We have been a lot higher. My husband just bought himself a new phone, and I'm not paying for that because he wanted a better phone than I could afford. So he decided to buy that on his own. But we recently made some other changes to our bill, and my phone is actually about to drop off. So I did the math on this earlier, and our bill after my phone drops off in February is going to be about $179.60. However, I need a new phone because mine is defective. It's not worked right since I got it. So the right now, I would like to keep my bill at about 220 or below. And I'm quite sure it won't even be that high, but I'm planning on that just so I have it. And then that gives me some grace to buy a new phone. Our trash is about 18 a month, and but I've got it at 20, so I can again get us ahead, and Netflix is at 10. I'm not currently paying for our Hulu bill. My husband is at 14, I think is what he pays, 14 or 15. I would like to take it over and then do the Disney Plus add-on. We have the Hulu without ads. So that is something I would like to do. I would also eventually like to get the Hulu Live so that I can watch my sports games. But I'll take what I can get at this point, and let's just start with this. And my son really misses having Disney Plus, as do I. The car insurance, we just lowered our car insurance by $100 a month, and I would really like to get my car insurance. I'd like to start paying for that. Life insurance, I pay $40 for that. Student loan is $84. I would like to start paying $100 for this. But right now, like, I'm comfortable with the 100 or the 84. It automatically draws out of my account every month. And my health insurance, like I told you, it's nothing. We have a terrible health insurance plan with a deductible of like $20,000. So don't think that I have anything good. But and to be honest with you, if my husband wasn't making what he is making, I would have much better health insurance for a lot less for free. But even though I don't have any access to my husband's income, they take his income based on the household. So anyway, it's $4 a month right now. Again, if I start making a lot more money, that bill's likely to skyrocket. And I would like to get to paying back my car loan again. It's a long story that I don't really feel like telling anyone. But I had to stop paying for that due to COVID, and the place that I worked closed. So I've been building back my income slowly over the last 3 years, and I'm finally getting somewhere with that, which is nice. Honeybook, but I would like this year to start paying on it again. Honeybook is a place I use for contracts and for other signatures that I need, forms for my business. It's a business expense. Apple, I paying for storage, and Libsyn is for my podcast. That's 7. Canva is 13. G Suite is my business email, and that's $7 a month. Xero is the bookkeeping. I am a bookkeeper, as I said. I'm paying this, and then I bill out to my clients for how much they owe me. So I have about 4 or 5 clients on Xero at $13 a month. I'm putting it in here even though I'm getting it back because it is going to come out. So I need to make sure that that $65 is in my account when they draw it out. YouTube is 14. Etsy is about $1. I would love to have more fees on here because that would mean that I have more products on there, and I'm currently working on that. And Green Geeks is my web host for my website, for my business. We have quite a few cats, and they cost about $110 a month on food and litter and all of that jazz. I am currently trying to lower this bill, but we will see how that works. They're currently only getting wet food once a day, and they are, using a lot of litter. I am currently also on the hunt for a really good litter that clumps well and is healthy for everyone, because right now the stuff I've been using isn't, and lasts a bit longer. So for health and wellness, this is like our vitamins and medications if we're sick, things like that. We're spending about $55 a month on that. Would love to get that bill lower. We'll see. Petrol, I have petrol on here because I don't normally call it petrol, but for the sake of this, we had the gas up in the bills, and I needed, like, I didn't want to say gas for car. It just seemed weird. I could just say petrol. Anyway, petrol, about $100 a month, and that fluctuates. Sometimes I only spend $55 a month, and then the next month I'll have 108 because I had to fill up twice. So it really kind of depends on when I'm filling up as to how much I'm spending each month. Grocery and household is about $445. I do buy all of the stuff for the household. But I'm only buying food mostly for my son and myself. But he is a growing boy and he eats and he likes to eat. And I am a hungry person and I also like to eat. So, and then we have miscellaneous spending of about $200. Again, that kind of covers fast food. It covers my, I'm hoping to get a gym membership this year and some other stuff that I really need for my mental and emotional and physical health. And that is what that covers. This does not cover like doctor's appointments and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But in order to pay all of this stuff that I'm currently just showed you, I need about $1,891. I apologize that the cat has decided that right now is the time to go potty in here, even though there are other boxes in the house. I apologize. So $1,891 after taxes are pulled is what I need. Ferociously digging in the cat box. Perfect timing. Thank you, kitty cats. So that's kind of what we're dealing with as far as like my actual budget goes. And I'm hoping to kind of rein some of this in by doing some, what's it called? Meal planning. Maybe I can get some of that food budget down and hopefully I can find some more cheap recipes that are good. I recently made a pot roast and I really ended up being the only one who was eating it, which is a whole nother story. But that was a very expensive meal and I still cut the meat in half and I still had, like a whole nother person's worth of food still. That went into the freezer for my husband to eat on lunch at some point, but he didn't end up eating dinner with us. And he generally doesn't eat dinner at the same time we do. Like we're all in the same room and whatever, but he's not eating at the same time we are. So it's a whole thing. Um, Anyway, I am hoping to get some of this worked out and it would be absolutely amazing to get to the point where I'm making enough money that it doesn't matter if my uh, health insurance skyrockets. It doesn't matter because I'm making enough money to cover it one way or the other. And part of that is going to be creating new streams of revenue. Man, these cats all decided to go to the bathroom right now. Creating new streams of revenue, whether that be from YouTube or from Etsy or something like that. So that's kind of what I'm working on, is trying to figure out how I can do that, or offering a service that goes above and beyond what I normally offer as far as monthly bookkeeping services for businesses go. One option that I've considered is monthly bookkeeping for individuals. So if that is something that you are interested in having done, I would love to chit chat with you about that. Please let me know. Leave a comment below if that's something you'd like someone to do for you. Most likely it would be a lot cheaper than what I charge for my business, just because there's less liability involved in personal finances than there are with business finances, meaning that if I screw up on your business finances and you report that all of those write-offs to the government and they say no, there's a lot of liability there for me. So I need to make sure that everything is really zipped up tight. Whereas just somebody's personal finances, you're not reporting any of that to the government. And so there's a lot less liability there. So if that's something that you're interested in, leave a comment below and I would love to chit chat with you. There's another one of those kitty cats. She also doesn't want to be on camera. So, All right, guys. Well, I have to go. It's getting really dark out. I really need some coffee before I drop dead. And I will talk to you all later. Have an amazing, amazing day. And I'm so glad that you're here. Consider subscribing with you, if you would. All right. And leave a like if you enjoyed this. I hope to talk to you all very, very soon. And see ya. Bye.